Hi, I'm trying to reach Ian Deysach. He's an attorney.
He doesn't live here.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry if I have the wrong number. Would you happen to have the right number? I'm trying to hire him.
Um, yeah, I think I do.
Thank you.
What answer do you have Ian's telephone number? Do you know him?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've talked on the phone. He was a public defender. I guess he's private now, and
Uh,
I'm trying to hire him.
yeah. No. We got. Of course, you know what's happening down here, right?
Yeah, but the hurricane. I'm so sorry to bother you.
No,
It's,
no, 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 not for us. I don't mean. I'm just saying. Where he lives down in Beaufort, which is right in.
yeah, right in the
Florida.
path, man. I get it. We were just spared. I'm in DeLand, Florida, just outside of Daytona,
Oh, gotcha. Right.
and we just got. I mean, we're gonna get some rain, but it's not gonna be what
Yeah.
we thought.
Yeah, I don't, and they may not either. They're going to They were planning on sheltering down. So
Well, you please be safe. I'm not sure where you are, but please do be
in
safe.
Columbia, so
You're all right.
we're sort of inland. I guess my daughter's in Myrtle Beach, and I think she's got an evacuation order, but I think he does too.
Yeah, I
Anyway,
bet.
here's the number.
Thank you.
It's same. It's area code 843
Okay.
494 8048.
May I trouble you for your name so that I can tell him who referred me, please?
Yeah, tell him it's Robert Deysach.
Oh, his dad or something?
I'm his dad.
Okay, man. I'm sure you're very proud.
But he, I think he'll trust the referral.
Yes, yes. Do you know is he working for another a particular named firm now? They told me at the public
Yeah, I think
defense.
he is. He is linked to a firm, but I must confess I don't know what.
All right, Mr. Daysack. Well, thank you kindly, and you have the best day.
You too. Bye bye.
Bye.
Ian Deysach.
Hi, Ian. I've been trying to hire you for a little while. My name is Jose Melendez.
Okay, the marijuana and the
Yeah, man.
meeting.
What am I supposed to do here? They're not even calling me back. They got Rule 5 evidence that shows that we were unlawfully pulled over. They won't tell me the name of the town attorney. Holly Hill won't give me the contact number for Corporal Mann. Man, these.
Well, but you're in Yemisi, right?
No, I'm in DeLand, man. I got to go all the way back there
No,
again.
no, I mean the charges in
Yes, sir.
Yemisi, right?
Yes.
And so when do you have to be back?
They told us verbally the 17th, but frankly, Mr. Dasek, I think they're liars and con artists, and I don't believe them. They would not give me any documentation, no
So
receipt.
y'all hadn't gotten anything. Y'all hadn't gotten anything in the mail. A notice in the mail.
No, they've refused to send or answer. They don't answer the phone. I mean, there's a police station. They don't answer the phone.
Right, right. And so, I know I thought was that your wife or your
Girlfriend,
fiance?
she's
Yeah.
the girl next door, man. I held my father as he died, and then 2 days later, Corporal Mann pulls me over and tells me that I changed lanes without signaling. But Ian, the car dings if you do that, you know.
Right.
And I'm like, dude, my dad just died. He said, okay, and I'm like, okay. And then he later
Well,
on,
so,
like, I'm sorry, go ahead.
yeah. So, I got the charges right. There's were you the driver?
Yes.
Failure to maintain lane, and then they charged both you and her with the simple possession of marijuana.
Yes, and they got mad at her
Was there
because
anything else?
no, that oh yeah, she's got an open container. They got mad at her because she
Container
did.
and marijuana.
I'm sorry to talk over you. I got a delay on my phone.
It's all right. I'm just trying to figure out what the charges are. Or remind myself what the charges are.
Yes, yes, that's correct. Ian, they're tripling the charges. It's totally illegal what they're doing. They did an audit 2 years ago where George Kennedy, the state auditor, said that they weren't supposed to be charged. They were charging like 20% more then. And then Misty Reardon, who has since been fired for stealing $7,000, she signed a document saying, "Well, we had new people and we solved it." Well, they tripled it. The bond was 615. The citation was wrong. They gave the wrong number. It's not capital D, and it's not 037. It's like,
What's the wrong statute code section?
yeah, they did so many things wrong, and I'm like, dude, how can you not admit that they tried to push her through pretrial intervention, even though they already had the exculpatory evidence.
Right. And so the goal here is everything should go away because the car did signal.
Yeah, I think
Right?
so.
That's what we're trying to achieve.
I believe that's the best plan, but I'm not sure. The big problem is I wouldn't care about it. It's a misdemeanor charge, and in Florida, this charge is nothing. But my girlfriend loses her license to teach if she gets this charge.
The marijuana charge and the open container, probably.
Yeah. She got arrested that night. Go ahead.
Y'all are both charged with the same marijuana.
Right, but it's
right?
615. The maximum charge has to be 200 or less.
What for like how much you would want to pay behind this ticket?
That
Like,
if
I'm just trying to figure out what
yes.
the goal is. I'm trying to figure out what the outcomes are that what's important here, and trying to kind of rank.
Yes, sir. I'm so glad to hear you talking like this. Go ahead.
Is that the marijuana and open container case get dropped against I forget her name.
Elizabeth
right?
C. Wallace.
Yeah, and so if and if that what other obviously I think I may have said it before. It's like police don't do anything that judges don't let them get away with.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And so we've got to kind of be realistic. I haven't y'all have told me that you can see the signal on the video, and hadn't seen it myself, but I mean, I'll take your word for it. If that's the case, it seems like it should be pretty open and shut, but nothing's ever been open and shut in my life, it seems like, and so I've never just walked in and said, "Oh, here, well, look at this,"
Yeah.
and had somebody just drop it. You know what I mean? I'm still thinking, oh well, this is there's still something. It's never that easy.
Yeah.
And then so I'm feeling you out for like, okay, what are the acceptable, what are the important, where are your priorities here, and will I be able to help you? I'm feeling yes, that I will be able to help you. You still haven't asked for a jury trial yet, right?
Yes, we have. But we told them that if they're not going to drop it or do a change of venue, then we demand a jury trial based on a whole bunch. I got like 20 things that I listed out. I'll send
you. You don't need a reason to demand a jury trial. Everybody starts with that right, and they pretty much only give it up if they get some sort of a benefit. The question is what's the benefit that anybody would in any given situation, not you, but in any situation, what's the benefit that somebody would actually agree to leave their to give up their right to a jury trial?
Right.
And I'm sort of like, well, I wonder what these guys would say to that. It sounds like nothing can happen if I'm sorry, Wallace was
yes.
her last name, right? Her getting her marijuana case dismissed is and probably the open container also has to happen.
Yep.
Right? That she, and so that means jury trial for her. But what about you? You know what I mean? What do you want? You just don't want to have to pay too much money on these fines?
I already paid it. I paid triple. I paid more than triple what the maximum fine is.
To bond out.
Yeah.
And so if they charge you less than, if you come to court and they say, okay, well, we'll just do time served, let's say, then you would get the refund of, the bond would come back that, if you posted the bond yourself and didn't use a bondsman, and the fine, and of course the bond is the maximum fine amount, you don't end up with a maximum fine amount, you end up with a refund.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how it works. But so I'm trying to figure out, okay, so what are your goals? Goals for her, complete exoneration. Goal for you is, I guess I'm sort of just feel like I'm not getting screwed in the ass when
yeah.
I did what I was supposed to do. signaling, and yeah, whatever. I mean, shit happens. You know, it's not the first time somebody's been accused of not signaling, and they found themselves in a tight spot. You know, so maybe there's a way to keep you from having to come back and forth up here all the damn time. That you would actually swallow some pill, as long as Wallace doesn't get convicted of anything that's going to make her lose her job, and you don't have to pay all this damn money that you've already paid, but would like a refund on.
I can't tell you how. I can't tell you how relieved I am to hear that. I'm listening.
Well, yeah, I'm just trying to like I said, I want, because the last thing I want to do is, you know, if we're gonna do a case, you know, is, you know, have somebody with an expectation, you know, to make sure the expectations are, you know, that we were both on the same page as far as that goes, and so you know, in that way it makes it easier to kind of, when it comes down to what's the fee going to be and all that sort of stuff.
Sure.
So and so it sounds like I would be representing both you and her.
You can do that legally?
You have to waive the conflict.
Okay.
Right. So it can be done, but you have to be okay with it.
I get it.
And the thing is if you change your mind at some point, then, you know, we've got to deal with it. You know.
Man, I just want my girlfriend out of trouble.
Do you believe? Okay. Right. So your actual goals in this representation are they're in line with each other.
Yes.
Right. That's what you're saying, and so it seems like to me I wouldn't see it, but I do want a chance to sort of, after we're off the phone, to kind of think about it and be like, okay, so what am I doing? Am I representing both of them? Do I have to send somebody to somebody else? Who am I keeping? Sounds like Wallace is who I'm keeping, but I think right now I'm thinking if I can have both of you guys, because I mean I hope I'm not talking out of school here, Jose, when I say that. I mean, one thing that almost always happens in a case where there is a good pullover is that if one person pleads to the marijuana, they drop it against the other, right?
I don't know.
That's, if somebody takes the charge, then it gets dropped against the other person, because the reason they charge both people is because they didn't know whose it was, and if you get to court and somebody takes responsibility for it, then it goes away against the other person.
Well, I hope so, but that's not what they're telling me.
Okay, well, we'll see. And then we're like, okay, well, we'll have the jury trial then, because when the jury says, you know, this person is saying it's theirs, and that person is saying it's not theirs, and so jury, do your thing. You know, I mean, it's just like, how do you win that jury trial for the state when you've got one person saying it's mine, it's all mine, and, you know, another person saying it's not mine? I mean, it's pretty, you know, it seems pretty logical what a jury would end up doing. And so, you know, if they're going to do that the hard way, then they might not get anything, because we've got a signal that occurred when they're trying to say it didn't. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, anyway, I mean, I've got to actually know the case a little bit better before I start doing too much of the if this, then that type of analysis, because I can get myself, you know, talking, you know.
Yeah, man. That judge is mad at us.
Yeah, well, you know, she, a lot of water under the bridge, you know what I mean? They get mad, and then they forget, and I've been through it so many times. I've seen them get mad, then forget, and then, oh, wait, yeah, you're this person. But, you know, honestly, one of my strengths is being able to smooth over these types of people getting angry. You know, I like bringing people together, to be honest with you. Now, if I have to go to trial, I'm not afraid to go to trial, and it's fight. But that really isn't the best for anybody, to have to drag us through that sort of a scenario. We have to keep that in our back pocket, but that's not the best for anyone. So now it's down to like, okay, so if I'm going to help you, what am I going to charge you? And the answer is, I believe I'm thinking $3,000, but I just need $1,500 of it up front. That's for you and her, to represent y'all on all your charges.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
I can probably come up with that first part. I'm not sure that I can come up with the second part for very. It's going to take a while before I can make.
People on a payment type of a plan, And so usually I say, well, just if you can just, I don't know how long it's gonna, I don't know how long the thing is gonna run. But usually I'll be like 100. Usually I do 10% of the outstanding fee per month. I mean, not saying that would go that long, but I mean, if we finish the case up before, and you still have an outstanding balance and the case gets finished, I probably would waive the outstanding balance. But you say the 1,500, you could. How about? Could you just do $2,000 and that's it, and then not worrying about any?
I don't know yet. My dad died, and so there was
Yeah.
an insurance policy, and it should be about that. But I don't know. I haven't received it yet, and it could be,
Right, I hear you.
might be weeks, And Ian, I got to tell you, and I'm sorry again that I got a delay on my phone, so if I talk over you, I'm so sorry. But
Okay.
Ian, both refrigerators are empty. She's the girl next door. They took her mortgage money where she was just about to refinance, and now she can't refinance. They arrested her because she spoke up about her legal rights. You can hear it on the audio. I mean, everything about this case is illegal.
I know, but it still means a lot of work, and so I mean that's all. I'm trying to. I'm putting a reasonable fee. I'm not trying to.
Oh, I'm not saying you aren't. I'm just saying that's what's up.
I mean, I hear you. I mean, I'm mad about it or whatever, but I mean, like I said, I can't. I've got a family just like everybody else, and so I'm trying to. I definitely want to come up with a number that works for you, but.
All right, can I?
I'm through.
I'm sorry. Let me just ask you this. Can I ask your email address so I can send you the status, and then you know what's up?
Sure. Are you ready?
Yes.
Or I can text it to you?
No. I'm listening.
Okay. It's Ian Deysach. So do you know how to spell my name?
Yes.
Okay. At McDonaldLawFirm.com.
And then, will you receive this right now? That way you can see what's.
Yeah, I will. I mean, we're still kind of doing the emergency evacuation.
Yeah, man, I'm so sorry.
My son's out of school, and so I've got some.
I talked to your dad. He's really nice.
So anyway, how quick I'll be able to look at it, I'm not making a representation if it's right away, but send it to me, and it'll be at least by the morning. I'll be able to look at whatever you've sent me, and if we need to talk again, then we'll do it that way. But anyway, go ahead and send it to me. But like I said, we're kind of later in the afternoon, and I've got my son and all this stuff. So as far as my availability to sit there and look at everything right this second,
No, that's fine. That's
yes,
fine.
I can. So that's definitely by tomorrow morning I'll be able to look at it.
Okay, it bounced.
No, Ian.Deysach. Do you know how to?
You know what it is? I see it right now. There's 3 L's in McDonald Law Firm, isn't there?
There's supposed to be.
All right, that's what it was.
All right. I know that's the one thing.
I do. I'm really good at this too. I do web stuff, and I see you used to have a web presence. Do you want me to restart that for you? Would that help reduce your?
Yeah, like some sort of barter thing.
Please, man. Both refrigerators are empty. They took everything. They took my stepmother's cremation money. They took Elizabeth's mortgage money.
I hear you. I mean, like I said, I'm still sort of, what I've quoted is what I'm thinking. Let me look at it, and then if tomorrow, if I feel like I want to revisit it or something like that, I'll be happy to. But right now, I was thinking, either 2,000, boom, that's for both of y'all. And I mean, I really can't do it for less than that.
I know. I just want to say it's like she's under such stress that you see it in her face, and the poor girl, And I told them, I said, look, she's such a nice lady, and the captain Lodeholt, he said, well, she treated us like dogs, and I'm thinking to myself, well, how do you treat dogs then? Because I heard what she said to you.
I hear you. They don't need to be babies about the whole thing. I mean, I'm sorry if somebody was rude when you were taking them to jail, but I mean...
All she said was that the stop was illegal, and that she wanted to know if she was being arrested. They wouldn't tell her. They won't
And
release
hit me
any of
with
the.
that email. Hit
I'm
me
sorry.
with that email, and we'll talk tomorrow. If
Yes,
you
sir.
feel like this is something that you want to do.
Yes, sir.
We'll move forward. If it doesn't work out, I mean, I'm still here, but like I said, I can't work for free.
Yeah, I get it.
Anyway, shoot me that stuff, and I'll take a look at it. Maybe we can talk tomorrow.
Thank you again.
All right, talk to you later.
Bye.
All right, bye.
Morning, John Hall.
Good morning. May I speak to Corporal Strauss?
Say again?
Strauss. Corporal Strauss.
Officer Strauss is not in.
Okay, Billy, I'm calling to find out the status of my case. My name is Jose Melendez. Do you need a ticket number?
Okay, Corporal Strauss will be working tonight.
Well, I'd like to find out the status from the clerk of court, if that's all right.
All I can tell you is I don't know.
You don't know. Everything's on him.
Everything is on the officer, not on me.
Yeah, but you've suppressed evidence here, so it's all in concert. Officers of the court committing fraud before the court. All right, so can you leave a message for Corporal Strauss or connect me to his voicemail? Because it's always full.
I can give him a message tonight when he comes in.
Well, please do. I would like to know the status of my case because my father's second funeral gathering I'm going to miss because I don't have that money because your officer, Corporal Man, lied when he pulled me over.
I'll give him the message when he comes in at 7 o'clock tonight.
Billy Sanford, can I ask you for the record, when you offered Elizabeth Wallace pretrial intervention, did you know that you had the exculpatory Rule 5 evidence in hand?
I did not have nothing in hand.
You had it in the office, didn't you? You knew that you had the
I did not.
you knew that you had the DVD, right?
That Rule 5 is the officer's responsibility, not mine.
Well, the chief had it under lock and key, and you and Corporal Strauss colluded to keep that from us, and then you offered her pretrial intervention. That's the facts, Jack.
That's all I can tell you.
The FBI's investigated you 3 times. Did you hang up?
Hello, you have reached the MyTel voice processing system. Hollywood Town Hall, David speaking. Let me help you.
Hi, I hope I have the right number. This is not an emergency. I'm trying to reach Corporal Man, please.
Oh, Corporal Man, just coming in till tonight. I can transfer you to the chief of police, but Corporal
Yes.
Man is not there now.
Yes, please. Yes, he pulled me over unlawfully. I do need to speak to the chief.
There's my chief coming in right now.
Thank you.
Mr. Chief Deputy.
Chief Debtor, my name is Jose Melendez. On July 6th.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
I'm familiar with you.
What do we do now?
We do nothing. It's in the hands of the court.
Yeah, they're not answering, though.
I don't know what to tell you. That's their court, not ours.
Yeah, but it was your officer that did the unlawful stop.
Well, in your opinion, it's unlawful.
Oh, that's what we got on the Rule 5 evidence that they've disclosed so far.
I'm sorry?
That's what the Rule 5 evidence discloses, that it was an unlawful stop. Is there a city...
Well, Rule 5,
Is there a city...
it
All right,
discloses
fine. Is
all
there a
those
city...
stuff.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Is there a city attorney for Holly Hill, South Carolina?
Of course there is.
All right, may I have his name? Because Yemisi won't give me... They tell me they don't know the name of their attorney.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, well, you don't know that... Please tell me the name of your attorney.
Well, no.
You don't know?
No, I don't know.
Okay, can I be transferred back to the town clerk so that I can find that information, Josh?
Betty, you know the town attorney's name? No.
So, the embassy doesn't know their town attorney. Holly Hill doesn't know their city attorney.
Yeah, it's an epidemic in South Carolina.
I'm so sorry to hear that, man.
Me too.
All right. I'll try to contact you again. Thank you very much.
Don't bother contacting me.
No.
I got something for you.
The press is going to be contacting you anyway. So, all right. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
Town Hall, Betty speaking to help you.
Hi, Betty. I do need to find the city town attorney. Is there some way to find that information from you?
Sir, I don't even know. Well, I just started working here, and the clerk of court is on vacation, and both of them we are both new people. I don't know, sir.
I do understand, Miss Betty. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. You're welcome.
Bye.
Morning, Town Hall.
Good morning. May I speak to Corporal Strauss?
Say again?
Strauss. Corporal Strauss.
Officer Strauss is not in.
Okay, Billy, I'm calling to find out the status of my case. My name is Jose Melendez. Do you need a ticket number?
Okay, Corporal Strauss will be working tonight.
Well, I'd like to find out the status from the clerk of court, if that's all right.
All I can tell you is I don't know.
You don't know. Everything's on him.
Everything is on the officer, not on me.
Yeah, but you've suppressed evidence here, so it's all in concert. Officers of the court committing fraud before the court. All right, so can you leave a message for Corporal Strauss or connect me to his voicemail? Because it's always full.
I can give him a message tonight when he comes in.
Well, please do. I would like to know the status of my case because my father's second funeral gathering I'm going to miss because I don't have that money because your officer, Corporal Man, lied when he pulled me over.
Well, I'll give him the message when he comes in at 7 o'clock tonight.
Billy Sanford, can I ask you for the record, when you offered Elizabeth Wallace pretrial intervention, did you know that you had the exculpatory Rule 5 evidence in hand?
I did not have nothing in hand.
You had it in the office, didn't you? You knew that you had the
I did not.
you knew that you had the DVD, right?
That Rule 5 is the officer's responsibility, not mine.
Well, the chief had it under lock and key, and you and Corporal Strauss colluded to keep that from us, and then you offered her pretrial intervention. That's the facts, Jack.
That's all I can tell you.
The FBI's investigated you 3 times. Did you hang up?
Hello, you have reached the MyTel voice processing system.
How y'all doing today?
What were we doing?
I'm going to explain all that to you. I'm also member with the police department, okay? Here's my options. You execute that lane change in front of me without utilizing your turn signal. You drifted over. You just changed lanes. No signal. You got to use that turn signal 100 feet before actually executing that lane change, okay?
His father just died. He borrowed this vehicle from my friend to travel with.
Okay.
They're returning home. So I'm going to let you know that right off. He's usually, that's why I didn't know what we did do. He's usually very perfect.
I'm sorry if I did something wrong. I didn't mean it.
Okay.
Okay. Anything you want us to do?
All right. You have a driver's license,
Yes, sir.
registration,
Yes, sir.
insurance
Absolutely.
It's
information
my
with you?
friend's driver's license. Get out my friend's car. Sure, can I have this for the...
Absolutely.
Yeah, no problem. I changed this thing beeps when I change lanes without signal.
Yeah,
What's that?
That's true. It does have an automatic thing. It's not my car.
It's not my car, so when it beeps, I notice that when I signal, it doesn't beep, and
Usually it lets us know that it's straight.
my dad just died.
Is that the thing in the... That's registration.
Okay.
Here's the insurance.
That one's expired.
She said it's good though.
Well,
She said you could call it in. It's good. She
Well,
did
here's the
tell me she
problem.
wasn't
Well,
sure
first
she
off,
put the
I made a
new
mistake. It said effective 2016. It doesn't have an expiration date. And while I can call and find out, it's required for anybody operating a motor vehicle to have current proof of insurance in the vehicle. Alright? Hang on to that for me, okay? Sir, if you don't mind, do me a favor, go ahead and step out for me. We're going to talk about some stuff. Go ahead. I mean, like I said, the reason why I stopped you is you changed lanes unlawfully. There was no turn signal indicating that you were changing lanes. You have to use your turn signal 100 feet of actually doing so, okay?
Yes, sir.
Now, all I did was write you a warning for that, okay? So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you step out and you're going to walk back here in front of this white car for me, okay? You can get everything else there, okay? Go ahead and step out for me.
Thank you.
Metro 1 clear.
Hampton, Holly 4, copy, Jeff, stop.